June 5th. Yesterday we did the retrieval.
Correct.
How'd that go?
It was good. I woke up a little nauseous.
How many eggs did I get?
15.
No, 16.
16.
So we just got a call. 9 eggs were fertilized and are growing. And usually we'll receive another report the next 3 to 5 days.
Yeah, not till Friday.
Not till Friday. Just to see where they're at. And then at that point, they're going to freeze the ones that look best.
Correct.
During the retrieval, there were a lot of specific directions for me. Those directions were so that I did not contaminate the sample.
Correct.
And you walk in and the front desk lady speaks to you in code. So she asked me if I was collecting today. And I, what are you talking about collecting? Debt collecting? What do you mean? And then I didn't say anything. This was just going through my head. And I was like, oh yes, I will be collecting today. So I leave. It's now a regular thing for me. So I know the steps. I know what's going on. I've been in this situation before, but there are some things on the wall and some directions specifically what to do not to contaminate the sample. This is the only place I've ever been where they give you a Wi-Fi password that basically begs you to go look at porn. It's like, here's the Wi-Fi password.
Or whatever you're into.
We know what you're going to use this for. And then you come back into the room full of people and they know where you've been and what you've done and you try not to
Make eye contact.
You just try to come back in, take your seat. When I left, there wasn't very many people. When I came back, the whole room was full and they all look at you come out of the room and you just put your head down and take your seat.
I was already ready for the surgery, for the procedure. So you got to meet the anesthesiologist though. He was pretty funny. We were behind the curtain and so he said, Kaylee Barone? And I said, yes. He said, your birthday? So I told him. And then he said, the House of the Barones, may I enter now? So then he came in and I told him how I get nauseous really easily. And he told me about the 3 different ways he was gonna keep me from getting nauseous, and that if I got nauseous, he was gonna quit his job. And
I told him, ease up there, partner. You have not met this one before.
It's true.
And as you can see, he couldn't quite fulfill his promise that he was hoping for.
Do you remember the anesthesiologist saying, if you get sick, he's going to quit?
Yes.
He made a good effort. We stayed the amount of time that I guess most people probably stay post-op.
Right.
So it wasn't an extended stay this time. So he did a good job. I'm not going to discount that at all. Nobody's perfect.
Right. He also told me that he was gonna give me the same cocktail from Michael Jackson, but it was okay because it was gonna work for me.
Yeah.
Why do you have one finger without nail polish?
Because the oxygen thing on the wrong finger.
While we were leaving, you were out of it, very out of it. And people kept asking, how you doing? How you doing? Making sure you're okay, especially as we leave. They don't want you to leave and have a problem, have to go to a hospital or come back. But you're not very quick on the trigger with the amount of drugs you're on. So I just answered for you, or I just assumed they were asking me. I said, I'm doing great, thanks.
How many people asked?
And every single nurse and every single time they saw us, we were there for over an hour after you were done.
Really?
Yeah, so they just keep coming in. How you doing? How's she doing? Oh, she's asleep. Oh, she's nauseous. I said, I got this. Don't worry, I know exactly when we're gonna get out of here and how slow this is gonna be. We're on Kaylee time now.
I can't help it. Anesthesia's hard on me.
Oh, I know. It still surprised me how much you threw up because you hadn't eaten. They did show us your breakfast, which was hydrocodone and a sip of water.
Yeah.
That was a good breakfast.
No, it's terrible.